Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Thursday, June the 20th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, look at that. Double score Thursday leading into double score weekend, which is pretty awesome. Now this is the time, the weekend, that we need to use our score booster drinks. It's highly recommended. So you can see I have a 5% boost at the top right hand corner. That's because I'm a Fallout First member. However, if you have some score boosters, this is a good time to do it, especially if you saved your weekly challenges for this weekend. It's a great time. And we can only use one score booster drink at a time. It increases by 25% for 24 hours. Let's go ahead and use that bad boy. Now, as you can see, we didn't see any immediate change in the score. So what you have to do is you actually have to kind of back out, and then you kind of go back into it, and then you see it kind of bumps up there. That's how that works. Okay, so just an FYI. Now, all the score booster drinks I've either got earned from previous scoreboards or off of Season 16 Season Pass, and I usually kind of save them just for times like this. But if you don't have any score boosters, you can actually buy score boosters in the Atomic Shop if you so wish. I'll just kind of show you those. Now, I don't know anyone who does this. However, I do just want to kind of show you how they are available if you so wish to buy them with atoms, right? Okay, let's take a look here. Now, I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out and give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, if you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble, I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this one here first. Build anything in a workshop or camp 5. So again, we can claim any old workshop on the map, whatever you wish to do. Or you can build anything in your camp, and that's what we're going to do here in this episode. Now, a lot of people like to save these particular daily, weekly challenges because they pop up almost every other day. And that's how people usually add to their camp or modify things to the camp, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. Or you could just build it like I do and then scrap it. It's all up to you, however way you want to play the game. Let's go ahead and go to our build menu. Alright, so it says we can build anything at all. Now, it was a subscriber who had mentioned this to me some time ago. If you go to your crafting section, you see these punch card machines. They cost you nothing to build. And we could build 20 of these bad boys at a time. And this is not going to cost us anything. It's up to you what you want to do. You can build something to add to your camp if you so wish, but when that subscriber had mentioned that to me there, it just blew my mind away. I'm thinking, wow, that's not going to cost us anything at all. And then you can just kind of scrap them like this. Easy. Super easy. Probably one of the best things I've ever heard. Alright, because we're just doing daily, weekly challenges, so why not, right? Right, what's next here, Jim? What is next? Alright, let's take a look at this one here. Drink Nuka-Cherry 2. So again, drink Nuka-Cola products, collect Nuka-Cola products, certain different kinds. We have these almost every other day. They are extremely popular. So that's why I highly recommend getting one of these bad boys, a Nuka-Cola Collectron Station. I've had this guy for a very long time. He was free once upon a time ago. But as you can see, he will passively collect different types of Nuka-Cola products passively while you play the game. Now, I believe he does come up in the Atomic Shop once in a while for sale, but not very often. But if you do have a cautious reputation with the settlers, I believe you can buy it down here in Foundation from Samuel for 1250 gold bullion. All right. Now, for the returning players, let's go to our build menu here. Let's go down to our resource section where it will be. If you're a returning player and you haven't played for quite some time, but you remember playing in Season 11, you guys would have been rewarded this Nuka-Cola Quantum Cola machine. Now, the only difference between this bad boy and the OG one, the orange and yellow one, basically on top of the Nuka-Cola bottle products and the odd bottle or two, you'll also collect nuclear waste And purified water, excuse me. Losing my voice, I'm dying. Man down. So I get it. This is all you have. Definitely worth your weight to have it in every one of your camps, okay? Because you'll also collect Nuka-Cola products. Nuka-Cherry is very popular in the wasteland as well. Anyway, we can find Nuka-Cola products up here at Tyler County Fairgrounds. That's where I took you a couple of days ago for those daily, weekly challenges. They do have a Nuka-Cola station there, and you can check that out. But again, it depends on the server that you're on. Sometimes they spawn in, and sometimes bottles just spawn in. Now, if you're on a server with other people, you're pretty much in competition with those people, and it is possible that you can go to these places and you won't find a single one, and that's because somebody else had already picked it up. Now, server hopping, a lot of people have been having issues with server hopping lately and not being able to find a whole lot. I think the main reason for that, and that goes for all the daily, weekly challenges, is because there's so many people playing the game now. And that you're just bad server after bad server. I get it. I've definitely been there. Another good place to find them is right here at Camden Park. Okay. Nuka-Cola machines we can find just randomly out and about. Okay. I usually have pretty decent luck right up here at the Philippi Battlefield Cemetery. There's usually some in there. Right down here in Lewisburg, we usually find some in here as well. There's usually a picnic table area. There's a Nuka-Cola machine kind of tucked in the corner, and usually there's some products there as well. Probably one of the best places for Nuka-Cola products is right here at Nuka World on Tour, and usually it's either Nuka-Cola Classic or Nuka-Cola Cherry. So that's a pretty good spot. It's a free fast travel, so that's pretty awesome. Now, we can buy at the end of the day, if you're having trouble trying to find Nuka-Cola products, you can buy Nuka-Cola products from Bubbles, who is up here at the White Spring Resort upstairs. You take a right, you go to the tavern, you go to the medical bay, and you have that little store where Giuseppe is, who trades things for stamps. And then you have that Mr. Handy there who sells Nuka-Cola products, and they have pretty much everything there, okay? And you can server hop that place time after time and fill your boots with Nuka-Cola products. You just got to pay caps for them, obviously. And the same thing down here in Nuka World on Tour, we have those vending machines. And we're going to pop in down here today and check it out and see what we can find on this server. I know it's a little bit of a spiel, but there's a couple daily, weekly challenges that are really on the old sensitive side for some folks. So I usually try to go into a little bit more detail than usual. Now, the odd time we could find one on this table, but this server here, there's nothing here. Again, you're victim to the server that you're on, whether they spawn in or not. And then you're victim to other people. So there we go. We got a Nuka-Cola Cherry right there. All right, let's go ahead and grab that bad boy. Let's go up here. Now, this part here is where seismic activity happens. I haven't seen it happen for quite some time, but we do have these kiosks up here, so let's check it out. All right. Let's take a look. So we got Nuka-Cola Cherry right there. So again, in this particular section, it's between either cherry or cola. So just an FYI, another cherry there on the table. Now, even though you see that on my server that I'm on right now, you can server hop this all day and you might have better luck than me, and you might have not as much luck. So I can't stress that enough. You guys just got to be patient. It's really out of our control. All right, look, nice little cap stash here, another Nuka-Cherry there. Perfect. Actually, we'll grab that bad boy. There we go. You can check these guys here as well. We have a couple good machines down here as well. Again, it's totally random. Just bottles. I know there's a one Nuka-Cola in there today. Okay. So as mentioned, if you're having really bad luck, okay, you have to go to school, you have to go to work, you have to do family business stuff, and you're just running out of time, you can always buy this stuff using caps. And I know it's a little bit of a pain. It is what it is, but it's probably the fastest, quickest way to do it. On top of having the Nuka-Cola Collectron stations in your camp, all right? You can check these guys here as well. This spot here, we usually have a couple items here, just some classic ones here today. And here are the vending machines. Now, the good thing about the vending machines inventory does not tie into the inventory of Bubbles, who is at the White Spring Resort. So here's Nuka-Cherry. We're going to buy all 3 of them. Alright, and you can do the same thing if you so wish. But again, you can go out searching for them, but it just might take you a little bit longer. Let's go ahead, drink our Nuka-Cherry. Done. Drink Nuka-Cherry 2 for 2, just like that, guys. Just like that. And you can check those guys as well. I don't see very many Nuka-Cola products on these guys, but you can always check. It doesn't hurt, right? Okay. What's next here, Jim? What is next? Yeah, let's take a look at this one here. Collect Mothman Eggs 3. Let's head back to our camp. I'm just going to show you guys a camp resource that we got for free. I think it was last year. More so for the returning players than anything. Some people will come back to the game and they forget they have this stuff, right? So I usually try to cover all my bases. So quite some time ago, I think it was last year, we got this Mothman nest. I think it was during some sort of Halloween event challenge week or 2 weeks, and this was one of the rewards for it. And it is a generator, or basically a camp resource where it collects Mothman eggs passively while you play the game. It's pretty handy to have, and again, that'll be in your resource section if you do have it. Okay, so just an FYI, all right? But where I'm going to show you to a couple of good spots anyway, because I know not everyone's going to have this bad boy. Very few probably do. So a really good spot of, again, the best spot for Mothman eggs, Point Pleasant, home of the Mothman, home of the cultists. We have that huge statue right next to the Mothman Museum. I don't know how many Mothman eggs you can get there, all kinds of them. Down by the water's edge, there's several patches of Mothman eggs down there. Hands down, this is probably one of your best spots for Mothman eggs. Down here at the Kanawha County Cemetery, we can actually get a couple patches of Mothman eggs without even getting into combat or contact with the cultists. So that's a pretty good spot there as well. Mothman eggs up here, of course, at Clancy Manor. Okay, usually upstairs. Great spot as well, pretty decent. Another good spot right up here at the Crossroads, pretty decent spot. Not as many, maybe 2 or 3 patches up there. And of course down here at the good old Lucky Hole Mine, pretty good spot down here as well. All right, depends on where you want to go and what you want to do, but not all places that have cultists will have Mothman eggs, so just make note of that, okay? Just for an example, you will come across an older video of mine that right up here. So this is called the Rose Room now, but probably about a year ago, it used to be called Ingram Mansion. There was about 5 or 6 cultists here, and there's a pretty good spot for Mothman eggs, so you can just disregard that video if you come across it. So just an FYI, I did make a little update on that video, just so that people know, kind of deal. All right, so where are we going to head here today for these Mothman eggs? Let's go to a real easy spot right down here at the Kanawha County Cemetery. Let's pop down here today. Now, if you have that Mothman nest, by all means, do it that way. And again, I just show that off just for maybe returning people who might not be aware that they even have it. All right, so right here, Kanawha County Cemetery, all the Mothman, all the cultists will be up there. We just go right to this decapitated shed. All right, we have our Mothman egg there. Mothman egg there. And Mothman egg there, just like that. Like Mothman eggs 3 for 3. Again, if you come here and these are already collected, you know what I mean? You can't interact with them. That's fine. That will happen, especially if you're on a server with other people. All right, so you can either server hop, or you can go to one of the other places, which I already have mentioned to you. But hands down, Point Pleasant, probably one of the best spots for Mothman eggs, okay? What's next here, Jim? What is next? Okay, let's go ahead. Kill a Snallygaster 3. So again, I have several older videos showing you some great spots for Snallygasters. You can find 2 of them right down here in Charleston. Now, Snallygasters are a formidable enemy, doesn't matter what level you are. But in terms of Snallygasters go, the two that are down here in Charleston are probably two of the easiest Snallygasters we have on the map. Alright, FYI. Another fairly decent spot, but it's a 50-50 chance. Right up here at Kitty Corner Cabins, 50% it'll be Snallygasters, other 50% will be Rad Scorpions. So FYI, it's not 100% guarantee for Snallygasters, but we can find at least 4 of them up here, 50% chance. Another pretty good spot, it is a guaranteed spot at Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. We can find triplets, I call them, 3 of them up here, okay? And probably one of the best spots, of course, is in the most hardest areas of the game, the flooded train yard. We can find at least 6 Snallygasters here, FYI. Alright, so we do need 3 of them. So actually, let's pop up here to Kitty Corner Cabins. We don't pop up here very often, so let's see what we got here. See if we can spawn in those Snallygasters. And if not, it'll be the Rad Scorpions.
This is Grafton's mayor speaking to anyone who can hear me. Can anyone hear me? Hello? As I was saying...
Alright, so we do got Snallygasters here today, so that's pretty awesome. So there's one guy, so again, this is a 50% chance, okay? These guys aren't going to be here all the time on every server. Well, we've had pretty good luck here lately, so that's not too bad. Again, you do have a chance for Rad Scorpions to spawn, so just an FYI. Oh, there's right there. Just don't forget to get your asbestos from those guys. Oh.
He's like, who's that from? There we go.
There we go, good spot. Oh, there's our Myler Queen out there. She wants to get in on the what's going on. Yeah, let's head back to that other Snallygaster to get that asbestos off him. Again, if you come here and they are Rad Scorpions, you can server hop the area if you so wish. Or you can just try out Charleston. You can find at least 2 there, as I mentioned. The 3 triplets that are up here, Toxic Larry's Meet and Go, they're usually 75 for me. They can be a little hard, but if you get up on top of the building, you shouldn't have too much of an issue. Just bring a couple stim packs with you just in case, okay? Just an FYI, give you guys a couple options. Okay, what's next here, Jim? Cripple Blood Eagle's Leg 2, so again, we check the map. Blood Eagle, this type of icon here on the map. Many great spots for some Blood Eagles. In the forest region, of course, we have the crosshair. We can get at least 10 of those guys up here. We have the Twin Pine Cabins. We have the Hunter's Ridge. Of course, down here, pretty good popular spot, the Kill Box. The Pigsty. Cliff Watch. South Cutthroat Camp. Those are pretty decent spots to find some Blood Eagles. Some harder locations, of course, will be Bloody Franks. They'll be a little bit higher level. We have the Crimson Prospect. And over here in the Ash Heap. They're not too bad. I'll call them about medium. Roland's Labor Camp. And the Sludge Works. Widow's Perch, that's a pretty easy spot there. Let's actually go to Widow's Perch and let's go over here. So usually there's about 3 or 4 of them here. It's up to you. I just kind of give you guys some options if you're closer. You don't have to come here if you're too far away. You don't like the fast travel. There's all kinds of those other options which I just mentioned. Okay, he's going to see us here. Let's go over here for a second. So again, we have to cripple the Blood Eagle's leg. So we can go ahead and free aim if we so wish. Or we can use VATS. And when we use VATS, we get a perk card that'll help us out there. Under Perception, it is called Concentrated Fire. It allows us to move our VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, if you're a good free aimer, by all means, those of you who know me, I'm not a good free aimer. And but if we do this right, if you have the right weapon, all we need is 1 Blood Eagle, you know, left leg, right leg kind of deal. Okay, so just an FYI. Let's get something to eat here real quick. There we go. Now, it will happen sometimes if you try to cripple. You might be able to cripple, but then you kill them. Depends on the weapon and how powerful it is, and that's fine. Let's go to the right leg. Let's go to the left leg. There we go, just like that. Just one Blood Eagle. But you can't do that with every weapon, obviously, because some weapons are more powerful. And that's fine. That if you need 2 Blood Eagles, you need 2 Blood Eagles. It is what it is. There we go. Okay. Just like that, guys. Just like that. What's next here? Cripple Scorch's arm. 2. Okay, so again, many great spots for Scorches all around the wasteland. We can find Scorch literally everywhere. But if you are having a hard time trying to find Scorch and you get the old brain fart going on, can't remember where they're at, you can check out a couple of videos of mine. It's locations for Holiday Scorched, locations for Spooky Scorched. Now, even though it's not that time of year, we still go through all the popular areas where you can find a good number of Scorched. Majority of my videos are time-stamped, so you can check those out. And that way there, it'll just kind of give you some more options, just in case you get on the server and everywhere you go, they're already dead. Okay, so that's just the thing we have to live with here in the game, and it is what it is. So let's go up here. Actually, while we're down here, let's just pop in here at Somerville's docks. Summer's nice and close. Alright, so again, we're just trying to cripple Scorch's arm. So again, we can free aim, or we can use VATS using concentrated fire, perk card, under perception, which I already had mentioned. Now, crippling, I have an easier time using ballistic weapons. What I mean by ballistic is, 45, 44, 308, 556, etc. The plasma caster works pretty good. The shotgun works well as long as you have the enforcer perk card under agility equipped. The drill works good if you have power armor on. Bow and arrow works exceptionally well, just to kind of give you guys some examples. But if you have ballistic weapon, which most people do, shouldn't be an issue. So there's our left arm. It's got to land, of course. Right arm. Alright, so when you get the one, there we go, just like that. But again, if you do it right, and all the moons align, all the planets align, basically all we really need is one Scorched at the end of the day. Okay? Stuff. Wow, just like that, eh? Okay, and this is a great spot for Scorched. Nice and easy. That guy was right by himself. You're not going to have, 20 Scorched in your face, and it's a pretty decent spot. Alright, what's next here, Jim? Alright, completing event 1. So, I did make a video probably about 4.5 months ago, maybe 5 months now. It's called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't need to be a newbie to watch that video. It's about 1 hour and 6 minutes long. It's all time-stamped. I'm on a private server by myself. The vast majority events I spawn in by myself, which you guys can check out. You guys watch me do that all the time. You can spawn events in by yourself if you're on public servers as well. It's a little harder because you don't know when the last time the event popped up. So just to make sure that you guys know, if you're on a public server trying to spawn in events, they may or may not happen. Okay, so just an FYI on that, but they can happen. A little bit more better if you're on a private one. And you can always check the map to see what events are going on. What's this here? Tunnel of Love. Oh, we got Fly Swatter. Let's go down here to Fly Swatter. We haven't done this one here in a while. Let's pop in and see how much time. So Fly Swatter, it is time sensitive, so it does have a countdown. Let's see how close we are. So, okay, perfect. We have 11 minutes left. Nice. Alright, let's get up over here. Now, this guy is passive, so we can just kind of shoot at him. Just like that.
That's how easy that is.
That's how easy that is, guys. Now, the other thing you gotta remember about Fly Swatter is it will attract, as she said, it will attract other enemies, like, especially in this area, it could be some ghouls or mole miners or Scorched kind of running, so just gotta watch out for that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we haven't done fly swatter in such a long time. Glad we saw that. Are we done? I think we're done. Yeah, we are. Just like that, guys. Real easy here today. Real easy. Of course, you guys can do them a lot quicker than me because I'm doing a lot of yapping. What I try to do is a lot of explaining at the same time. And if you guys have any questions at all, or if you see something in the game, you know, by all means mention. You know what I mean? Just nicely mention. And because as we all know, with updates that come, sometimes there's things in the game that do change. So it's always good to be on the same page. But we also have to remember that sometimes, you know, we all have to realize that we have the same daily, weekly challenges as each other. Okay, maybe on people on PC, I've heard maybe they have a couple more that are different, but essentially most of them are the same. So if you're on public servers, everyone and their dog is going after the same stuff you are, and you always have to kind of remember that. Okay, and it's hard for me to explain it to people who are new to Fallout 6, like brand spanking, who never played the game before, and you think server hopping, you know, what's server hopping? Why do I have to do this? It's just part of the game. You just gotta have patience. If you get too frustrated, just take a step away from the game for a little bit and log back on later on. That's the only that's the only advice I can give people. I did have someone mention earlier on today about the teddy bears weren't up here at the nice edge, so I do want to take a look at that real quick. And I'm thinking that maybe they just got on a bad server, but we're gonna go and see if they're on this one. All right, we're up here at the nice edge. We're just looking for, not going to collect them. I'm just wanting to see if they're there. Of course, the nice edge, we're going to have a couple of rat scorpions around. We're just going to ignore them. We're going to pop this way here to the east, so I'll have that red shed. Now, you got to be careful up here because there will be some enemies around that shed, so just an FYI. Oh, we have anglers there today. Okay. Slowly dying here. Holy mackerel. All right, so there's the shed we're talking about. Here's some anglers here. We're going to try to get on the other side of them here. He's fairly easy. And there's not usually just one. Usually there's another one around. Take a peek here. Nope, that's it. All right, so let's take a peek here. All right, so we see the teddy bears there. So I'm thinking that that person just got on a bad server. Either they had server where somebody had already picked them up, okay, or somebody, or maybe they picked them up within, you know, a reasonable amount of time, but didn't reset the game by picking up 250 to 255 items. But as we can see, they are there. I just wanted to kind of check that out just because we do have a weekly challenge on it there. So just an FYI. Now, they are hard to get down, but probably one of the best ways to... just got to watch that bear trap there. Probably one of the best ways... I don't know if I have a grenade on me or not. No, I don't. If you have a grenade, you can just whip it to the side of the building, and it'll blow the teddy bears off, and you can kind of go around the ground and pick them up. So... And there's somebody already on the ground already, so just an FYI. Just kind of wanted to show you that. I was just wondering, because the person made the comment that they're not there anymore, but I just wanted to show that they are, and it just kind of gives you a good example of, I know frustration is there, but you just got to be a little patient, guys, and that's the best thing I can recommend to the newer folk. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, whitetribe, Starwin 138, Robco. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.